being at VanFest for several days. We're back on the road adventuring again, and we're off to a great start already. We're driving through Arizona a little bit, and it's been amazing. And I'm just a tiny bit excited to see some of my first big cacti, not the saguaros, but some really cool ones. And we are on our way to Las Vegas to see some glitz and glamour, so we hope you join us today. Been on the road for a couple hours now, and I think we spy Vegas for the first time. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it in this shot or not, since it's a little hazy, but there it is.
So this will be fun. I've been through Vegas before when I took Greyhound bus out to Los Angeles right after I graduated from high school. But it was during the day, and it was a quick stop. So didn't get to see much of the lights and the glitz and the glamour that attracts us non-gamblers.
And in case you were wondering, Steve's not driving poorly. Those bump things are occurring because the lanes are being changed for construction right now. He's a very good driver. Alright, so we've arrived. Our first stop is the Rio Hotel and Casino because my cousin's actually working here on a project, and we're going to have dinner with him tonight. Look at us all prettied up for the first time since we've been on the road. I even painted my nails. Woohoo!
And I even painted my nails, see?
So pretty.
Put on heels.
So we're gonna go see my cousin, and I think this is the first time we've been out to eat since we've been on the road back in July. It's been a while. Like over 3 months, right?
Yep.
Ready to go do this?
Yep.
Let's go see him. Look at Steve all prettied up. Yours looks
Hit the brisket?
Look at that.
Yeah. Nice.
All this yummy food. So we ended up going to Smashburger and getting some food there with my cousin. And I thought the burgers were pretty good. And the fries. They have rosemary fries that are really good. And then, you want to know what's really funny? Did you guys notice this van that's parked next to us when we got here? Who's parked here?
It's actually Dale and Coon from VanFest. We were just walking down the hallway saying our goodbyes to our
My cousin, yeah.
And I recognize that guy. And sure enough, they're staying the night here as well. So this is kind of funny to be running into them again.
That was pretty funny. 2 vans parked next to each other, and we know each other. So anyway, we may park here tonight. We're not quite sure, but we've decided that we want to go drive the strip and check it out while it's all lit up at night. So that's what we're going to do now. First stop, we're going to see the Las Vegas sign. The sign is so popular, they put in a parking lot so people can park and check it out.
So you would think with all the money they have poured into this city, they could afford to fix their sign, huh?
3 of the letters aren't lit up. Come on, Las Vegas. So now it's time to see some fancy schmancy hotels and lots of glitzy lights. You guys ready?
Look at that. Even McDonald's is glitzy.
Well, I'll say this. There's certainly a lot going on here. There's a lot to see.
Sensory overload.
You're right.
Don't know where to look.
It's pretty wild how much is going on here.
Well, good morning, everybody. We decided not to stay downtown. We're just a little unsure if we were allowed to park at the Rio, so we just went a few miles north to a Cracker Barrel, and now we're making breakfast.
So lucky me, I get breakfast in bed again this morning. Thank you, Steve. And I've just been spending some time doing research on the phone, trying to get an understanding of where things are. We have a whole list of like stuff that's going on at different hotels and all the entertainment and things to see. So I'm just trying to figure out what makes sense as far as where we park today and the order of how we do things. We've been lounging around quite a bit this morning, which is not normal for us, but it's been kind of nice. Now it's time to get ourselves ready and check some things out around Vegas. Well, we got ourselves together. We kind of made the bed, and now we're gonna get going. All right, time to get moving. First stop, the Las Vegas sign during the day when it doesn't matter that some of the lights are out. So the problem we're experiencing, and we knew we'd probably run into this, is that the city is getting ready for the Formula One race that's going to be going on the strip in this area. So we tried to get into the Planet Hollywood parking lot, and they've got all the dividers up for the race. So we're not sure if we can get into that parking area or not. We're going to try. Oversized parking. So that doesn't make any sense. So we're trying to figure this out because the clearance when you get in is 13 feet, and we followed signs for oversized parking and self-parking. We must have missed the oversized vehicle because then the self-parking was only like 6'8" clearance or something. So now we're circling around again, and hopefully we can figure this out.
How does the expression go? If you don't try the first time, try again. How does the expression go? If at first you don't succeed, try to park again.
And all this you're seeing here is actually all the prep for the temporary stuff for the race. It's all temporary seating and I guess VIP stuff. The whole city's under construction. Yeah, so you want to go in there. Take two. Here we go again. It says oversized parking, so I think we just need to come in here and try to try going up here.
Straight?
Yeah, try going up there. It says self-parking. Because we can fit in here, so why can't we just fit in here? But obviously we're oversized, maybe because we're taller. Was it? Need to be in here?
So.
It's not him, is it? Why is this happening?
Guess they really don't want us to park here.
So we have no idea what's happening. That would be really annoying if we parked here overnight and that went off. There was an announcement, but I can't understand what she's saying. That is so annoying. What do you think is happening? I'm gonna go out and see if I can hear what she's saying.
An alarm has been reported in the building. The cause of the alarm is now being investigated. Thank you.
So I'm not sure if you can hear that, but she's saying that an alarm in the building has been detected, and they're trying to identify why, the cause of it. That's funny. It's like a recording. So this is kind of crazy. Like, I don't want to park here if this is gonna keep happening. Be interesting to see if it goes off soon, but I feel like it'd be a lot of hassle for us to try to find another place to park, and I think any place in here we're gonna have to pay to park. So we just thought it'd be convenient to just pay the $30. We can have 24 hours to sleep overnight here if we want. So does it look dark in here? Oh, that's because it is. Something we didn't think about is if we park in this garage, we can't be charging our solar at all. So we're keeping our lights off to conserve power. We've decided, I guess, that we're gonna stay here. I went to use the bathrooms in the lobby. We're making some lunch since it's already lunchtime. Figured it's easier to do this than buying something somewhere. And then we're gonna head out. I think first stop is the Bellagio.
Mayo sandwich. It's what's for lunch.
Yum. All right, so here we are on the Strip.
We figured out how to pay for parking. Figured out how to get outside the building.
It took a little while.
It's not as easy as you think. Now we are ready to explore.
That one right there.
Escalators are so much fun.
Makes it worth it to come to Vegas.
Did you know that this Eiffel Tower replica is 3 times the size of the original?
That's pretty amazing. Alright, so here we are at the Bellagio. We're at their conservatory. It's all decked out for the fall season. Let's go check it out. It's magical. Each season, a team of over 100 horticulturists and engineers at the Bellagio transform the hotel's 14,000 square foot botanical garden into a uniquely themed showcase, featuring over 10,000 flowers, plants, and trees. The place becomes an immersive experience of colors and sounds. We were there for the fall installment, Enchantment, the Magic of Fall. This display featured magical storybook scenes of playful creatures and floral creations, including an enchanting workshop where fairies work, an oversized monarch butterfly, a giant crescent moon, and a 25-foot tall fairy. So next we're gonna go see some flamingos at the Flamingo. Hi, pretty babies. We came here to Flamingo Casino to see some flamingos. It was fun to see them. It's not as pretty as some other places we've been and seen flamingos, but it gives us a little bit of a taste of home in Florida. There's some Florida plants and other animals, and there was a duck that reminds me of Stu, my favorite whistling duck, at Busch Wildlife in Jupiter, so that was fun. They've even got some palm trees here for us. One thing I'm missing though is my good camera. It's kind of sad that it's not working. I couldn't get close-ups of any of those birds. escalator. It starts to go on an incline, you start to fall back. You have to like work on your balance. Oh, and now we go down. Hang on, everybody. Well, you guys, we're at the Wynn, Las Vegas. We've been on our feet like all day, and there was supposed to be a show by the water here, and their website said it starts at dusk, which is like now, but it's like, what, 5:45? And they're saying the show doesn't start till 7 now?
Needless to say, we don't feel like we're winning.
No. I don't know. I'm not sure what I think about Vegas. It was fun to kind of come in and drive around and like maybe the first little bit of walking around, but I think it's lost its luster for me. I'd rather be out hiking.
I think we've put in our steps today, and we're both a little tired, and it's approaching dinner time, and I know we have about a mile back to the van now.
No, more than that, I think. And the food option here is a buffet that's $75 a person. If you know us, you know we're not going to do that. So I don't think we're going to hold out for the little show. I think we're going to be heading back to our van. Maybe we'll see some cool stuff on the way back.
Maybe some cool street performers or something.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. We were at the Venetian, and there's this thing called, what, Streetorama? No, I forget what it's called. But there's supposed to be jugglers. This is the website. The website says jugglers, stilt walkers, performers, singers. All there were some singers. And then this girl who does statue couture. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna start our way back.
Let's do it.
Good morning, you guys. We got back to the van last night and we crashed hard. We had a dinner of champions, we had cereal, and then went to bed pretty early. It was kind of weird sleeping in a parking garage and getting up at a parking garage where there's no natural light coming in. But I think we both slept pretty well, other than me waking up at 11:45 and thinking it was time to get up and being super hot. But after that, I think we both slept really well. This morning we're just tidying up the van a little bit, and I think we're gonna leave here and check out one more spot here in Vegas. It's looking a little messy in here, partly because our cat spoiled and she wanted to get up in my cupboard, so I took a lot of clothes out so she could lay up there for a while.
Well, as you can see, this is kind of a popular place for van lifers and other people. I don't like the fact that we had to pay $30 for the spot, but that's all right. Once in a while, it's not going to kill us. So now we are on to other sites.
So we are going to check out the Fremont Street experience. We entertained doing it last night, but it was Halloween. I thought that might be a little crazy, plus we had a full day yesterday. So we're going to check it out in the morning. There's probably not as much stuff going on in the morning, but we're going to check that out before we leave town, and thankfully we found a spot here. There's no way we're fitting in the garages around here. So here's a little behind the scenes. We brought some, I guess, office supplies with us. I'm artistic, so I brought colored pencils, which I have not used yet, some pens and other things, and some glue. And I'm going to try to fix my shoes now. We both need new sneakers. Is this dry? This is what it was like walking around at the Van Fest with these sneakers. And yesterday I wore my Croc sandals. They were comfortable until like the last hour or so we were out and about, so I'm going to try to fix these guys. And then we'll walk around.
What's a shoe repairman called?
A cobbler?
Cobbler.
I'm a cobbler.
You're a peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler. How are you saying I'm a peach? How much would you put on here? Am I putting...
Enough to make it stick.
How much do you usually do? This isn't the first time we fixed these sneakers. Should I do that more than that?
That's good.
Yeah, we need to go shoe shopping. Look, the treads are all coming off. The things we do. Remember how I said I took all of my clothes out of the cabinet so the cat could get up there? Well, guess where she is now, little stinker. Oh, look. She's decided the cabinet's not good enough and she's just gonna lay on Mama's clothes. Just help yourself, little girl. You like laying on my clothes? Little stinker. So do you guys like Steve's new shirt? Compliments of Van Hollen, who gave it to us at Van Fest. Check it out. Thanks, Brett and Christy.
Sign says, over 350 pounds, you eat free. I might be close.
So Steve says we're going to the boring part now. But I think this might be my favorite part because it's got all the old Vegas signs. I like old stuff. So that was the Fremont Street experience. it was fun to walk around. I think there'd be a lot more happening at night, but it's still fun to check out. And overall, it was fun seeing Vegas. I think I was a little disappointed about some things, and we knew going in that it wasn't going to be the best time because of the preparation going on for the Formula One race that's coming up. It was neat to see some of the buildings that we've heard about all the time, and I was glad we could still see the fountains at the Bellagio. So overall, I'm glad we checked it out. It's not my favorite place on earth. I think Steve and I are not really city people, but every once in a while it's fun to get in and to a city and check things out. What did you think, Steve?
I thought it was cool. You know, it's one of those things you check off the bucket list. I was texting with my sister and brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law put it pretty well. He said, it's nice to visit once, and then he said, do the Bellagio. And in hindsight, I think he was spot on. It's nice to do once. I don't know that I necessarily want to go back anytime soon. And I think the Bellagio probably was the nicest of the ones that we went to. And we went to quite a few. They just seemed to try harder and keep things up. And between the thing they had inside with all the flowers and the fairyland kind of stuff, and then the water show at night, I thought it was pretty cool. I do think if we ever do come back to the area, I'd want to do Fremont for the evening, just kind of experience that, hopefully catch some music and some street performers. We seem to miss that on the Strip. Again, I don't know if that was affected because of the Formula One race coming up and all the preparations they were doing for that. But anyway, we'll check that off the list, and now it's time to move on.
So right now we're stuck in a little bit of traffic, but before we leave the greater Las Vegas area, we're adding something to our itinerary we didn't really plan on before, or didn't even think about, but we just realized that the Hoover Dam is not too far from here. So we're gonna swing by there and check that out. What you doing, baby? I think our girl's glad to be out in the sunlight after being in the parking garage. Sure seems to be a lot of nothing out here, huh? And then just really cool mountains in the distance. What it is, but
2 miles, take exit 2 for US 93 business toward Boulder City, Hoover Dam.
oh, this looks like it's worth it. Gonna stop off at a little scenic overlook.
Can't pass up scenic overlooks in van life.
Not today, anyway. So according to Steve, this is the Pacific Ocean. Isn't it beautiful?
It's pretty dry this time of year.
Yeah, a little low.
I expected the Pacific Ocean to be bigger.
Yep, this is Hoover Dam.
In a quarter mile, at the traffic circle, take the 3rd exit onto Nevada 172.
It looks like a bunch of mounds of dirt, like someone's been playing in the dirt. Doesn't it? Who's been playing in the dirt here? We really have no idea what we're doing here. I did a little research. I think we're going to try to drive over the dam and then park on the other side, but there's an overlook here, so I guess we'll try that first. Are you ready to get a better look at the Pacific Ocean now? Mm-hmm. Are you excited? He loves the Pacific Ocean. What are you doing, little girl? Do you like the Hoover Dam?
Did you want to see the Pacific Ocean, kitty?
Yeah, do you want to see the Pacific Ocean? Oh, she does. Oh, look at that, kitty. Ooh, and a train. That's so exciting. It's a very pretty view here. Colors are really pretty. And there's a little old railroad tunnel right there behind us. Isn't that cool? Time for a little lunch. I'm going to try to have something healthy because I don't feel like we've been eating all that great the last couple days.
She's going to have mayonnaise and peaches. And guys, if you've never heard of Walmart, they have a store brand called Great Value, and it's just spectacular. I know it's pretty new, you probably never heard of it, but you should check it out.
We learned a lesson today. We bought a whole thing of strawberries a couple days ago, and I put them at the top of our fridge right under the freezer section, and they all froze, and now they're all nasty. So lesson, if you have the same kind of fridge as us, don't do that. We had to stop at the checkpoint back there. A little crazy. They actually had us open up the back doors and the slider, check in for stuff. And he asked you what was in the bins and things?
Yeah, big totes. Yeah.
But we passed the inspection, so we just drove over the dam, and now there's some parking lots up this way that are free to park. We're gonna go park up there and check out the dam a little bit. The lady we drove past the last checkpoint, she said, "Have a good dam," or have a damn day.
Have a good day.
Have a good damn day. That was kind of funny.
Took me a second to put that together.
I was like, how rude.
What you? Oh, I get it.
Are we gonna be able to see it? I thought I said you park on the other side and walk back. We really need to name our van. The Hoover Dam is as tall as a 60-story building. It was the highest dam in the world when it was completed in 1935, and its base is as thick as 2 football fields are long. The amount of concrete used in building the dam was enough to pave a road stretching from San Francisco to New York City. Oh, there's some fish down there. It's a long way down.
I forgot my fishing pole.
Ooh, makes me feel a little queasy looking down.
During the Depression, thousands of men came to the Black Canyon to harness the power of the Colorado River. It took less than 5 years to build this world-renowned structure. The dam is a National Historic Landmark and has been rated by the American Society of Civil Engineers as one of America's 7 modern civil engineering wonders.
저게 지금 여기서 반전이 끝나고 나가는 거니까 여기서 반전이 끝나고 나가는 거니까.
Caraway seeds are either you like them
Just kidding. I just wanted to be like Steve. Who wouldn't want to be like Steve, right?
Hoover Dam, that was pretty cool.
Is that all you have to say about that?
That's all I have to say about that. I was impressed. I don't know that Audra was so much.
I think it's very impressive that people made this, but I don't feel like it's that exciting to see, really. I don't know. I guess I'd rather see like the mountains in Zion and other things, but I'm glad we came. It was cool to see. Worth the detour. And I think it'll be cool. We're going to drive over the bridge that's up higher now. I think that'll be fun too. Fun. We drove over the bridge thinking we were going to have an amazing view, and then the walls were so high you really couldn't see anything. Wah, 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 wah. But that's a wrap for our Vegas video. We are now heading towards Phoenix, and we're going to leave you here as we make our way there.
Thanks for watching. As always, we love hearing from you, so take a second, drop us a comment, let us know you're watching.
Thanks, you guys. We'll see you next time.